Long ago, there was a brave king named Vikramaditya. He was famous because he never broke his promise. One night, Vikram went again to the dark cremation ground. He had promised a sorcerer that he would bring back the ghost named Betal. Vikram found Betal hanging from a tree. He pulled him down and placed him on his shoulder. As Vikram walked through the silent forest, Betal smiled. He said, "O king, tonight I will tell you a strange and funny story about 3 queens. In the past, there was a king named Chandrasen. He was kind, powerful, and loved by his people. King Chandrasen had 3 beautiful queens. All 3 queens lived in the palace, but each one was very delicate and sensitive. The first queen was named Padmavati. She was so sensitive that even a flower petal could hurt her. The second queen was named Chandrika. She was so sensitive that even moonlight could trouble her. The third queen was named Mrinalini. She was so sensitive that even a distant sound could make her suffer. One evening, King Chandrasen took Queen Padmavati to the royal garden. The flowers were blooming and the air smelled sweet. The king gently picked a lotus flower and placed it in Padmavati's hand. Suddenly, Padmavati cried out in pain. The king was shocked. He asked, "What happened?" Padmavati showed her palm. A soft flower petal had touched her skin, but her hand had turned red. The king called the palace doctors at once. Everyone said how sensitive the first queen is. That night, King Chandrasen went to see Queen Chandrika. Chandrika was resting near an open window. The moon was shining brightly in the sky. Suddenly, Chandrika began to shiver. The king asked, "What is wrong?" Chandrika said, "The moonlight has touched me. It burns like fire." The king quickly closed the window, but when he looked at her arm, it had turned red from the moonlight. The palace doctors were called again. Everyone said, "The second queen is even more sensitive." Later that night, King Chandrasen went to see Queen Mrinalini. She was sleeping peacefully in her room. Far away, outside the palace, a servant was grinding rice with a stone. It was a very soft and very far sound. But suddenly, Mrinalini woke up crying. The king rushed to her side and asked, "What happened?" She said, "That sound is hurting me." The king was confused. He could barely hear anything. But when the doctors checked her body, they found marks on her skin. The distant sound had hurt her. The king was amazed. He had never seen anything like this before. Betal paused and smiled from Vikram's shoulder. Then he asked, "Tell me, wise king, which queen was the most sensitive? Was it the first queen, who was hurt by a flower petal? Was it the second queen, who was hurt by moonlight? Or was it the third queen, who was hurt by a sound from far away?" Vikram walked quietly for a while. Then he answered, "The first queen was sensitive because a flower petal hurt her. The second queen was more sensitive because moonlight hurt her. But the third queen was the most sensitive. She was hurt by a sound that was far away and nothing even touched her body. So the most sensitive queen was Mrinalini, the third queen." Betal laughed. He said, "You are right, O king. The one who suffered without even being touched was the most sensitive." Then Betal smiled and said, "But since you have spoken, I must fly away." At once, Betal slipped from Vikram's shoulder and flew back through the dark forest. King Vikramaditya turned and followed him once again. The moral of the story is this: everyone feels pain differently. Some people are hurt by things we can see. Some people are hurt by things we cannot see. So we should never laugh at someone else's pain. A kind heart tries to understand others. Please subscribe to our channel for more interesting stories like this one. We'll see you in the next story.